All my life I've been searching for something.
Hello, it's David Navarrete with Navarrete Consulting again, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about strategic planning. So, strategic planning, what is it? Why is it important? Who does it, right? So, strategic planning is a plan that most of my clients do once a year. We're at the end of the fiscal year into November. This is the perfect time to make sure that that's done. So a strategic plan is a plan that you put together with your team that takes you from point A to point B, achieving all the things that you want to achieve in that fiscal year. Not only does it do that, but it also does the who and the when. So you know who's taking care of what task and when it's supposed to be completed, okay? So it's getting you from point A to point B, achieving everything you want to achieve, and making sure that it's the who and the when, who's completing what, and when it's going to be completed. So accountability to make sure it's get done. Listen, to make sure it gets done. Listen, everybody has every good intention in the world to do this themselves every year without Navarrete Consulting or whatever consulting company that you use. The problem with that is a big word that starts with a T, right? Time. Who has the time to make sure that this is completed? The people are held accountable to completing the task they're given, and that it's followed through with. So, and it's not because you don't want to do it or you don't know how to do it. It's the problem with it is time. You as a funeral home owner, manager, cemetery owner or manager, listen, there's only so many hours in a day, month, and a year for you. And you wear a lot of different hats. I know, I've done it. And it's very rare this is able to be completed in a really effective way by the business leader in the business. It usually requires somebody like myself or, like I said, another consulting company that you may use to come in and facilitate this for you and your team. They're still your ideas. They're still your people that are executing on these ideas. But you've got somebody like myself to come in, facilitate the planning session, and then after it's done, I bring all that information back to my offices with me. I put it all together in a concise, nice, neat plan, send that back out to y'all. Everybody has their own tasks and goals that they have to achieve by certain days. And then you and your team and I talk once a month, once a quarter, as often as we need to talk, whether it's a webinar or a Skype call or conference call or me in person. We do all those things. And it may take all of those things, depending on the size of your business. But then I communicate with you on a regular basis to find out, okay, let's say we do a visit once a month. I pop in, say, okay, David, let's look at your strategic plan for September. These were the goals that were supposed to be achieved. Did we do this? This. Okay, great. Did we do this? No, you didn't get that done. Okay, so then you adjust. You say, okay, so we didn't achieve that. Why didn't we achieve it? Okay, you record that. Here's your new date. This is when this needs to be completed, okay? So that's, like I said, a really condensed version of kind of how a strategic plan is executed on. But this is the thing. They are absolutely vital to the success of your business year after year after year. In any areas that you may feel like you're challenged in or that you could do better in, listen, and it's not because maybe that you're bad at these things. It's just like I said, that big word that starts with a T, time, it really does kick everyone in the rear end. That's where we come in and we take that issue with time, we take that out of the equation. And it sets a different dynamic when somebody like myself comes in to facilitate these things and then holds the team accountable to achieving them, rather than you, Mr. Funeral Home Owner, Miss Funeral Home Owner, saying, it's another task from you, and it's a different dynamic, and it's I will say it is very effective. So that's in a nutshell what a strategic plan is, how it works. Like I said, it's a very condensed version, but it's so important because anything that you want to achieve in those years, let's say you want to work on community outreach, okay? So, and it's not, like I said, it's not because you're not great at it or you couldn't be great at it. Again, it's just there's only so many hours in the day, month, and a year, right? So let's say it's community outreach. We would set those goals for community outreach to get you where you want to be. We would have those people assign those tasks, and then Navarrete Consulting, XYZ Consulting holds your team, those individuals accountable to achieving those. And guess what? At the end of the year, everything's achieved. You've achieved all your goals, and as a whole, your business has moved forward, it's improved, and your team has come together to make that happen. And that is a wonderful way and a very effective way to bring a team together following that one common vision. And that's another part of this, is creating a true vision for your team to follow. A big vision, a broad vision, something that that they can latch onto and be proud to follow, be proud to be a part of that vision. And when you bring your team in to be a part of this, they are vested into this. They want to do this because it's y'all's ideas. It's not mine. It's not Navarrete Consulting. It's not XYZ Consulting. These are your ideas. These are your goals. You tell them to me. I record them. I put it together. I make sure it's executed on. And then we move on to the next thing. So strategic planning, very important. Got to be done. If we can help with that, we would love that. Please give us a call or log into our website. You can email me. It's NavarreteConsultingLLC.com. Thanks again.